Hello everybody and welcome back to Grower's Farm. Now today is the big day for selling the straw which I stockpiled a few days ago. Actually it was more like almost a week ago, but anyway, yeah, the price for straw is currently very good. £242 per 1,000 litres. But I think before we were about £130, so just by waiting I'm going to make much more money. So I just need to first of all buy the correct bale spike. This one here is a good one. Front loader, buy that, and that's just going to make everything much easier. Now, I'm sure you've already seen, but I'm driving a different Fendt today. I have replaced the voucher with this Fendt, which actually popped up on ModHub yesterday, and as soon as I saw it I thought, wow, I cannot refuse a drive in that. So here it is. It is spec'd out to be the first generation Fendt, the lowest model, 815, with the grey mesh on the front of the black grille. So I suppose you could say it's a bit more of an unusual Fendt tractor to some degree. We've got beacons, of course. I think you would be quite disappointed if you didn't have beacons, but yes, it's a very nice tractor, as you can see. And it's just going to be perfect for carting these straw bales, which have been auto-stacked at the side of the field. So actually, it's turned out that we don't really have to wait too long for the straw bales to be ready to sell. But it just goes to show really how a bit of patience does earn you more money, because it can really go up. The price of different commodities can go up in time, so it's just a case of waiting for that time to come. On the back here we have the Flegel low body, which is a flatbed trailer, obviously. I've also customised it to have the blue outline, which looks a bit unusual. It is lease, and well, obviously if I wanted to change that I would have to return it and then get it again, but I don't have an issue with the current design. What I might have an issue with actually is getting into the field. Now, I've just realised that this is actually quite a big setup. I don't think those wheels on the trailer are going to turn. I think they are just rigid axles, would it be called? I don't know. Basically they're just not steering axles. But we should be able to fit quite a few bales onto here. And this of course means that my stacking skills are going to have to be quite good. And as usual, for anybody who's watched my channel for, well, just a few days maybe, you'll know that my stacking skills vary quite dramatically. Sometimes they're pretty good, other times they are just diabolical. So, well, we'll see what they're like today. I don't know why they vary, but they do. And it seems that you can pick up quite a few quadrant bales in one go with this grab. Yes. It's a slow start, but I didn't have much hope anyway, so yeah, well, I don't have a rear weight. If I do have to get a rear weight, I'll probably get another tractor to get another tractor to be attached to that. In fact, what I'll do is get the Fendt fabric to bring over a weight, and then I can attach the Fendt fabric to the trailer to keep everything nice and stable. Or better yet, I could even use the JCB, and apparently there is a front weight over here. I've just noticed that there is a front weight popping up in my garage page, so somewhere, I don't know where I've put it, there it is, it's hiding behind the corner. So I'll get that attached to here. Okay. It is only 650 kilograms, but that should be enough. It's only just too heavy for it, I think. It's a pretty big tractor anyway. The Fendt that we have, I think it's the high end of the 100 horsepower, so for about 192 horsepower roughly. Yes, that's me giving you a rough estimate. I'm going to that specific of a number, 192 instead of just 190. It's probably wrong anyway. It's probably not even 19 anything. But yes, here we go. We have the weight, and we have a fast tractor and a heavy tractor for the trailers. We'll definitely do the carting with this. Sorry for the faffing around, but I do have to get things right before I start. There we go. Good. So maybe this time things will go a bit better. See what a difference this makes. Oh yes, all the difference in the world. It actually has done. Much more stable. I'm not saying it's not going to tip forward, because that is a lot of bales in the front. We actually have 5 bales. So yes, quite a few. Well, okay, so it's taken a while. It has taken a while to get to this stage, but it is getting close to completion. It's almost full. You'll have seen in the time-lapse there was one little mishap where the stack went tumbling over, but it could have been much worse, so I'm not too worried about that. What I'm currently doing is just trying to push the bales onto the back. It's actually managed to close the gaps between them quite nicely. Also, this trailer can only actually strap 4 high. I think it is, instead of 5. It might be, though, that although it's not animated, the top bales might still be strapped. So I'm not going to go taking them off. I think it will be fine. I'm just going to try and get as many on the back of here as possible. But yeah, regardless of how many we get onto here, we are still going to have to do a second load. No doubt about it. So I think probably 2 more. I'll be able to fit 2 more bales onto that. So to review this tractor, I've been stacking this trailer for probably in the region of 15-20 minutes. It's taken a long time. I would say it's a very nice tractor to operate, very smooth, and also one thing which I have noticed is it does seem to be quite fast in reverse, which makes it very useful for loader work, because you don't want to be going backwards at just 5 miles per hour. Okay, so I think, although that is a little bit off to the side of the back, that is pretty much ready to go. See if I can just push it sideways. Oh, nice. And that creates a very, well, at least from a distance it looks like a very square or very rectangular stack of bales. When you go up to it, it's not quite as good as that, but it's not too bad. In fact, as I have done this before, this rating system, please do rate my stacking today. I'm not looking for 10 out of 10s. I'm looking for 11s. I mean, no, I'm looking for like, I don't know, 6, 7? That would be good. I'd be happy with 7. It could never be 10, because for it to be 10 it would have to look like it's been auto-stacked. So yeah, let's just get this thing strapped on the back. And there, we get one on the back there. Perfect. Okay, so might give that one a push over. It might actually also be a case that these bales on the top are going to just move around. I might even lose them en route. Possibly. We'll have to find out. Okay, we are ready. We are ready to go. Everything is strapped on. At least everything that can be strapped on is strapped on. The thing which is going to be problematic, which I've already mentioned, is the gateway. It's going to be possibly infuriatingly tricky to get this round there. My fault though, because I knew perfectly well there was a stone wall opposite this field entrance, and obviously it's a country lane, so it's bound to be tight. So I should have either brought a trailer with a dolly, which will allow me to turn a bit better, or I should have just, you know, got a smaller trailer. And those top bales are not strapped. Okay, this is like a recipe for disaster. I do have an idea though. I do have an idea. I think maybe go diagonally across into the yard first. It sounds long-winded, but I don't know about you. I don't think it's going to be possible to turn left. I'm never going to be able to do it. So if I turn sort of diagonally out of here, it might be possible. Yeah, pretty good. And then I can turn around in the yard. Yes, next time I'm not going to stack 5 high. I'll have to go to 4. Because, well, you can see the reason why. If that bale there catches a branch of a tree, it's going to be going flying. The sell point is... oh, barn. Is that near here? Oh no, I know where that is. That's over in that sort of direction. So let's go and see how much money we can make from however many bales I have here. Quite a few. Now I just need to turn right out of here. But still far easier than turning left out of the field. That was just probably not possible at all. And now all I have to do is drive carefully. Because, well, although it might be quite amusing, seeing this on its side for me would be devastating. It's taken me a good 20 minutes to get this load stacked. Probably more than that, actually. Yeah, actually, yeah, half an hour. Definitely half an hour. I'm expecting to lose a bale, but not the whole lot. It actually looks quite well stacked, if I don't say so myself, but yeah, all I know is it's very unstable still. That's why I'm driving 31 miles per hour down the verge. I remember this place, the construction yard. Ooh, this is precarious. I'm going to have to slow down a bit, but that is amazingly holding on nicely. Ooh, a bench, I could have to sit down. I'm already sitting down. Think before you speak, Daggerman. Right, okay, so we've just got to get around this corner and then we'll be into the yard, but I do seem to remember the yard, again, is quite tight. So I think it's not really too tricky. There is a signpost there though, which is likely to be crushed any second. If I look away, maybe it won't crush it. Hey, we got through. Tree. Yep, good. Okay, so there's no overhanging branches on that tree. And then we have gateway. Gateway. Come on, keep bringing it round. We're in. We are in. All we have to do now is reverse. Ah, joy. I should call this episode, I don't know, asking for disaster, recipe for disaster, something like that. Or it's going to blow. The good thing is though, at the end of all of this, we actually do have quite a large amount of money coming in. Ah, that one made it all that way and then fell off on the roof of that building. Here goes. Well, that was £28,230 already. And it's another 9,735. And then whatever one bale is worth just there. Here it goes. One bale is worth, at the current price, £973. Blimey, this is good money. Well, before the price plummets, let's go and get the final load, and, well, we'll see how much we've made in total. I think we're currently on about, well, very close to 40,000 if I'm not mistaken, which I probably am mistaken, but anyway, let's just say close to 40,000. Now, since we have made so much money out of these bales, it makes me think that I should have bought this trailer outright instead of leasing it. So I think we probably are going to buy one. Maybe the same colour scheme, because it will be very handy for the wool pallets. I think that'd be a good thing to use this trailer for. And obviously more straw bales in the future, and hay bales and that sort of stuff. So, just need to make sure I leave myself enough space, and we will get those final... how many are there? About 14? Yeah, about 14. 14 bales put onto the trailer. I'm a big fan of that tractor, very nice indeed. And because I can't really show off the whole mod, because obviously you'd have to buy many different variances, I think the best way of me doing this is to show you it in the store. If you download the mod from ModHub, you'll actually get the first generation and the second generation appear in your store. I have the first generation, I think, which is this one here. I think it is anyway. And I've also changed the design from original to design line, which puts the sort of grey grill on there. There's different wheel setups, obviously. It's amazing how you can change a tractor from looking very skinny to very chunky. And you can also have it with no hydraulic front linkage, the front linkage without the PTO, and then with the PTO. Different wheel brands, and then you can have the different engine setups, and also the front loader attacher, which I do currently have on mine. And then you've got the second generation. So again, you've just got some different numbers here. And then the same configurations. So we do get a different design though. Original chrome exhaust, just there. Which is quite hard to see actually. Chrome is very difficult to see in the store. And then also the design line as well, which seems to have the chrome exhaust as standard. Front loader attacher. And the different wheel setups once again. So there you go. Obviously we've got the different colours too actually. It's like a communal sort of colour. Oh, it does say communal, I know. Anyway, I should have looked first. And then, yeah, just basically loads of different configurations. Black Beauty, maybe I should have considered the Black Beauty, actually. And then, yeah, you can just basically customise loads of different things. So, nice. I went for this configuration, but there's loads to choose from, and I do recommend the mod. Okay, so, yeah, better get this strapped on first, otherwise we're going to have many bales lying on the road surface. Let's go. Let's go and make some more money. Instead of going all the way into the yard, I'm just going to reverse around the corner. That'll be the best way of doing it. It's much faster, much easier. Okay. Turns out I can actually get around here without crushing the sign. Well, kind of. It only brushed against it. Now when I've done this, I'm actually going to go back over to the farm and see how the sheep are getting on, because, well, the previous episode was all about changing the main farm into just a sheep farm, and I bought something like 70-something, 72 was it? I can't remember, 70-something sheep, and they will be breeding as well, so there is potentially going to be quite a lot of wool pallets waiting for me. I'm hoping this time I can just drive forwards into here. Last time I tried to turn around in the yard and it just took forever. Yep, so, well, I went through the hedge. Plenty of money once again piling in. So, I don't know how much we've actually made there, but it looks like it was around £50,000. Amazing stuff. Right, I should put it here. Okay, so we do actually have 2 full crates already, and they're already on to the 3rd, and this is just in, well, one episode, in the space of one episode. I really could do with a pallet fork or something for the JCB, so if I just go and get that sorted out, we can start to load them up into the trailer, and I don't think it's going to be that long until I am selling a whole trailer load of the wool. So the trailer is leased, but I think I might keep it because it was really cheap anyway to lease it. So I think I can very easily afford just to keep a long-term lease going. Do I have one of these? No, I don't. Okay, so I'll get one of those purchased. And as I'm here over at the store, I will just pick up the liquid fertiliser, which is still 65% full. That's a lot of money's worth. I'll take that back to the yard. Here we are. Now, where to put it? I think these roller doors here do actually open, so if there's space inside either of these 2 sheds, it could be a good place for it. Don't know. Yeah, I think I will. I'll put them into there. I'll put it into one of those, I should say. I won't put them into there. There are other more easily accessible sheds, but it just keeps it out of the way. Oops. Yep, that should be good. Great. Because I'm not going to get a machine in there, so it's just really using up space which I would probably never use otherwise. Now we just have those other 2 crates, those 2 pallets of wool to put onto the trailer. And I've already checked the feed and they're absolutely fine. They've barely used any feed or any water. And for those who want to see, you can see here. So yeah, just got to get these 2 moved out of the way. Now I have done it before where I've picked up 2 in one go. I don't know how it happened, but if I can do the same thing again, well, that would be quite interesting. Not that interesting, but well, actually no, I won't bother because I'm just going to push the other pallet out of the trigger, then it won't fill up. And the last thing I want to do is cart a pallet which has about 10% in it. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be too long until this trailer is full. There we go. So yeah, they're only 1,000 litres. I think in FS17 there used to be 2,000 litres, which is why we didn't get as many of them. Really, we've only generated just over 1 crate if we were going by the same idea. They always get stuck. Probably me. Anyway, there we go. It's quite a JCB setup we've got going here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.